Say hi if you're jumping on. Say hi if you're jumping on. Say hi if you're jumping on. I'm going live early tonight. I'm not going to be on here too long because I'm working on so much, so much stuff I'm working on. But I want to be able to get on here to let you guys know that we're going in a new direction with Founders of the New Earth. So if you've been joining us every Thursday, now it's just me, been joining me every Thursday now, with talking about the new earth, doing the internal work, the macro and the micro of how building the new earth looks or whatever, that you want to stay here because this is about community. You guys might know if you've been watching before, it was me and my old co-star Lexi. She's not here anymore. She's doing her own thing now, whatever. And I wish her the best of her endeavors that she's on. But we have to continue to grow, continue to work this out. So we are all building the new generation, the new earth. And by doing that, we have to do it in live time. On this channel, we usually talk about how that looks, the internal work of doing it, of working on ourselves, of loving ourselves, of releasing trauma, of doing shadow work, of calling back our power, all the things that we do to keep ourselves in alignment. So after we are done with that, because one thing I would tell you about this journey, you can get addicted to healing. You can get addicted to that. What are you creating now? So this is what I mean by we're taking Founders of the New Earth in a new direction. This needs to be more about really like pressing down on community. And so don't forget, we have a tube channel that you can go over there and the lives that I've done before, that we've done before, that talks about all these different things. You can go check those lives out. The recordings are over there. But what I want to do now, the vision that I have for Founders of the New Earth, and if you want to have a say on what we're doing here, say it, because this isn't me. I'm not the only founder. You're a founder. You own this live. You're a founder. You're looking for how to create a new paradigm in the paradigm that we are now, because we know the old systems are crumbling and we're creating a new system now, a new way of living now. We're seeing it in live time, live action. And so what is it that your soul is calling you to birth right now? What is it that something that you've probably been working on and that you haven't been doing, or all of a sudden you got this inspired action, this epiphany, and you're like, I need to go after this. I need to do this. You don't know how all the things are figuring out how they're moving. You need to be doing that. That is the direction that your higher self, the God within, your energy is guiding you to be able to do. What you're being guided to do is that bridge, that gap. So we need you. I need you. You need me. We need each other. So we need to be doing what we came here to do, because we're building the foundation of the new earth now in live time. What we're being called to do now in live time. So one thing that I'm building, I'll tell you what I'm building right now. You might see it go at the top of my page. You'll be able to see the children magical cartoons. Not just a cartoon, it is a full adventure of children understanding and understanding on how to do the inner work while they're young. Because when they know how to do that now, we have a generation that know already emotional intelligence, that are already emotional intelligent. We have a generation that understands nervous system regulation. We have a generation that is not living on trauma like we were, and we're having to heal it in live time while reparenting ourselves and parenting our children. Yeah. So when we're able to teach children through imagination and play, and when they have those big emotions, how to deal with those emotions, how to release them, how to breathe through them, and all the different things, we have a generation of children that grow up and know their stuff and will not have to be like us learning in live time, because they're learning along with us as the parents, as we're doing our work and we're learning and we're reparenting our inner child and we're helping them. So that's what I'm creating right now. That's what we're creating. So what is your soul calling you to create in this new paradigm and the Founders of the New Earth? Because if you're on this live, you are a founder and you want to see a better paradigm. You came here at this time to create a better paradigm. So get to creating. What is it that your higher self, your inner God, your inner light, in the cartoon series that we're creating called Magic Mind Adventures? Go look at my page. You'll see it right there. It's pinned. You can go. It's on the tube as well. Ink.io. But that's what the children are. They're tapping into their little light, which is really the energy, because we all have energy, an inner God that we have to connect to be able to create, manifest, explore all the things in this reality. Because when you understand that you're connected to everything, then you understand how this reality moves and works. And that is the beautiful thing. That's what we're creating over here in Founders of the New Earth. We're creating a paradigm together in live time. And this is not a one-person pony show. We have to do it together. So like I said, I usually go live at 8:30 EST on Thursdays, but I'm not going live tonight because I'm working on the cartoon. I'm working on different brand deals. I got so much stuff that I'm working on. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know. So I had the energy right now where I'm making videos and I'm like, let me go live now so we can talk about the new direction. So Make sure you like this channel, save this channel. Everything that we talk over here is about doing your internal work, transforming your life, getting to your next level so you can not only create a life for you and your family, but you can create a life for everyone because we all are in this together. No one person is doing this alone. We're doing this together. And when we realize that and stop bumping heads and arguing about who God is greater and all this stuff because we're talking about the same thing, then we can get some stuff done together. And that's what this is about. This is what this movement is about. Is us creating, you see that picture at the top? A better paradigm where it's for the people, for us. Yes. And we can do that now. So what is it that your soul is calling you to create? Like I said, this isn't going to be a long live. I want to know what you're being called. You might be scared. You might be scared to move. It's okay. It's okay. I have a thing on my wall right here that says faith over fear. You cannot let the fear overpower the faith that you have inside of you. You have to build that muscle of faith every day. Let me get some water because it's going to be challenges in your life. Trust me. Today, I've been going through ups and downs and I'm just like, ooh, did I have the energy to even go live today? So when my energy was up right now, I'm like, let me hit the record button right now so I can get on here, say what Spirit has guided me to say, do what I need to be able to do, and then I can be able to continue to work and do what I'm doing then. Hello. You dropped so much wisdom. You and Lexis go. Thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't heard from Lexi. I don't know what's going on, but I wish her the best of luck and everything that she's doing. I hope all is well with her. I did talk to her a little bit and she said she had lost her phone and stuff and that, she was just pulling away from social media for a while. So I respect it. Everybody has a journey. We all have a journey. But one thing I do know is that we continue to build this paradigm together and we need each other because we're going to go through things. We're going to go through different transformations. We're going to go through different dark nights of the soul. Dakota! My dog, she probably hearing people outside walking. Yeah, so we're going to go through things. So we need each other to remember that, we're not doing this alone. It's a lot of us are breaking generational curses we never broke before. Hold on one second. Barking at my son and his friend. They just came from the pool. At least you're here and it's good. Yes, love. Yes. So, Dakota. I'm on live. So, I know, I see. So yeah, they're going to the pool or whatever. But yeah, so we have to be able to do this work, do what our soul is calling us to do and create it. And it's going to be scary. Like what I'm stepping in now, we're creating this vision in this world for children to know themselves at a early age, to know the inner God inside of themselves. This isn't an easy project. This is a big thing, but my soul, when I wake up, dreaming about this. I go to sleep dreaming about this because I know when children start off early knowing this stuff, they don't have to go through everything that we've been through. They know how to channel their emotions. They know how to use their energy. They know how they won't let people break them down so easily. We want a generation of children that can't be broken by this society and what comes of their way. That's what we want. And when they have the tools inside of them to know how to do that early on, it's a beautiful thing. And when they're learning through play and imagination through an animated series that they're watching, you can't beat that. So this is a big thing for me. This is something that I'm looking for investors. I'm doing all this other stuff that I've never had to do as an entrepreneur before, but I'm letting my soul guide me in the direction and always know that however it looks, it always work out. Even through the tough times, even when you're given a vision by God, your energy, it's going to work out. You have to take the steps every day and ask the Most High, how do I walk? Every day. It's some days I'm just like, what's the next step? He did? Oh Lord. My son left his thing. They was at the pool. And his dad had to save him twice. He just, a kid being there with, he got his best friend can swim, so he can't swim yet. He learned how to swim and he just think he a pro. Kids for you, but it's good. His dad is there with him at the pool. But yes, so this fills my soul up talking about this, sharing this with you guys, giving you inspiration so you can be able to go after your dreams and goal, the download that's been given to you, the gift that God has planted in you, the seed that you're meant to sprout into this reality. Sprout it, grow it, because we need you. We all need each other. It's not everybody got a piece of the puzzle. Everybody has a piece. And we have to bring those pieces together. That's the work that we're doing. That's what we're doing in live time. Let me get some water real quick. And, okay, that's fine. Yeah. I went live early because I'm working, Yeah. 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 And he got my baby out, and he had our son out, so they at the pool, so I can talk right now. No running. We had a little breakthrough or whatever, but yeah, they got now back to the pool. So yes, do what your soul is calling you to do. Regardless, one thing I can tell you about this journey and about being an entrepreneur is that you're gonna be faced with so many challenges. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have seasons of abundance, a season of droughts. You're going to go through all this different stuff as you're learning to embody the person that you are. Because you don't get what you want. You get who you embody. And you embody that version of yourself. It's a journey. You have to pull back levels. You have to let go of limited beliefs. Thank you for the hearts, love. You have to let go of limited beliefs. You have to heal traumas and wounds. Like, it's been some traumas and wounds been coming up. I've been getting my back done because I've been having issues with my back lately. And going to my chiropractor, and it's been a big release. And so it's just like, it's been stuff that I've been working on for years, deep-rooted trauma that I didn't even know where it was coming from because my mind closed it off. And until we did that in work and he started working on my back, the body keeps a score. That stuff was buried in my spine, and the memories just started flooding out. And I started feeling emotions, releasing those emotions, crying it out, feeling it deep, deep sorrow, rage, all the things, letting it go, forgiving people. I had already forgave the people that did this or whatever, forgiving people. And then, just really claiming back the energy of who I am. Because with trauma, the part of you is hiding, tucked behind there. And when you can realize that, you can open up those parts and get back the true version of you, the inner Gabby. Magic Mind Adventures is born from my inner child. Does the drought or abundance outweigh one another or not? I say the abundance outweigh the drought. Now, the drought during the time, I'm not going to lie, it's heavy. It is heavy. But one thing you will know about this journey is that the more that you do this work, and it's going to be seasons within seasons, that it's going to be ups and downs because you're stepping into a new level, and then you have to expand within each level that you expand into. And then it's like a video game. I kind of describe it. It's like you're at the bottom of at that level. So you don't have all the loot and everything that you need. So you're building that up, that character, development up. And then as you grow in that level. So of course, I don't negate the hard times and those times or whatever, but one thing I will say, the abundance outweighs it, because every time you go through this transformation, you see the patterns of it. And once you started seeing the patterns of it, it's the pattern recognition. Pattern recognition is so important. Once you started seeing the patterns of it, then you're able to be like, you know what? This is a season. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to use this energy as power, because you're an alchemist. Use this energy as power. Send it toward whatever you're creating, whatever you're manifesting. And this is the step. This is the process. And there's going to be times that it don't feel good, that all that stuff. But the times it does, and the abundance that comes, and all the things and the beauty, that's what you rely on. That's what you feel into. What you looking for, love? What you looking for? I thought you gone with Daddy. Daddy left you? Yeah, come here. Hold on 1 second. He out in the car waiting on you. I'm back, you guys. They're at the neighbor house. I thought they were going to make it to the pool. I think they all finna go to the pool. Yes, you and Lexi always talk about pattern. Yes, pattern recognition. I'm telling you, pattern recognition is so important. Because when you can see the pattern and stuff, it helps you go through even those dark nights of the souls, or those seasons where stuff is looking chaotic, or when you're losing things because you're gaining something else. Like, we have a lot of times, people don't like the D before the rebirth. They just want the rebirth. Like before you get the rebirth, you can't expect spirit, your higher self, to give you something and you have a bunch of baggage and weight on you. How do you think you're supposed to receive something if you're holding a lot of bags? You can't hold nothing else. It's about to crumble. You have to let go of those bags, those weights, those things that no longer serve you, that a lot of time never did serve you to begin with. It was just survival mode. Let those things go, whatever it is. And then that's when you can claim back, call back in, which is already yours, because abundance is our birthright. We've just forgotten that. The system programmings have brainwashed us to forget that, because we feel like we have to pay for everything when birds can just fly here at the trees and get nuts and fruits. So it's so much to this. When I tell you the inner work is so extensive and it's so intertwined, because you have so many things going on that can cause limited belief and pattern disruptions within your own nervous system, in your own energy vibrational field. You have trauma, like I said, one of them. You have programmings, the system itself, programmings of how we're supposed to live, how we're supposed to survive, all this stuff. You have, people might have said something to you, and trauma is subjective. So what I might take as trauma, you might not take as trauma. Everybody takes stuff differently. You can't say my trauma is greater than theirs and their trauma is greater than mine. No, everybody takes stuff differently, So we have to see that. And that's why it's so important to talk to people in every area of life, from people that have stuff, people that don't have stuff, from people in different cultures, different races, because you will learn to see that people have lived different lives. And it helps you to grow in consciousness as well, when you understand that everybody don't see stuff in the same lens. What you might see in a lens, another person might as well. And we can do that. That's how we can all come together. People from all different walks of life, all different colors, all different creeds, coming together, building the new earth. We're doing that now in live time. So back to, what is it that your soul is calling you to birth right now? What are you meant to be birthing right now? What is it? Do you know? Are you so much in survival mode, or you're just so in busy mode that you haven't even been able to sit, but you know what you're doing isn't it? You haven't been able to even sit with yourself to see what your energy is saying. Your inner God. That's what I mean by energy. Because your inner God creates your energy. You get what I'm saying? Get it? Yeah. So, and you haven't been able to do that, then you're going to be going on what society tell you need to do. How you need to move, how society is saying you need to move. How society is saying, like, well, you got to keep this job and you got to do this or whatever. And, a lot of times what I've seen in a lot of people's lives, when it's time for them to change, I know for myself too, when it's time to change and you haven't changed and your higher self is calling you to do something, that's how a lot of time we lose stuff, seems like it getting snatched away from us, because we didn't move when we were supposed to move. We didn't do the things we supposed to did. And so all of a sudden, Spirit had to kind of step in and interject so you can be able to step into what it is. Now, you can take that loss as a loss, or you can take it as a learning thing, as a stepping stool for you to get to your next level. Oh, you didn't want that job anyway, so why am I still working at this job? My higher self, my intuition, God, Jesus, whatever name you want to give it, because we're talking about the same thing, Buddha, whatever you want to give it, guided me to build this business and this stuff, but I don't know how it's going to work. Do it. Do it. I'm not saying you got to quit everything and drop everything and don't have anything, don't know how to, but do it. Come home after work on it. Spend time meditating on it, visualizing it, writing the ideas, script, whatever it is you need to do. Do it. Because that is going to be your path to not only financial freedom, that is going to be your path to creating and putting your part that you're supposed to put in this new earth. Because we all have a part to play. It doesn't matter if it's big, if it's medium, if it's small. We all got a part to play. Maybe you're meant to be a mother that's raising children. And being a mother, stay-at-home mom ain't no joke. I'm telling you, I give my cousin her hats every day, her flowers every day. Because I'm like, baby, I stay at home with one and work from home. Baby, yes. So it might be being a mother, just being a father. You don't know who you done birth. You might have birthed the next generation of child that's going to change the whole world. You don't know. So the thing is, butterfly effect is real. We all have a part to play, and we don't do ourselves or anybody else justice when we don't do that. When we let fear win. When we let fear win over our faith and our higher self, in God, in ourselves. In ourselves. That's the thing. You got to realize you are connected to the Most High. You and the Most High is one. I'm God, you're God. We're all energy fragmented pieces of the Most High. That spark is inside of all of us. So you came here as a creator. That's your tool, is creation. But you can't create something if you're living in survival mode. And everything in this reality tries to keep us in survival mode. You have to legitimately take your power back over the matrix. Take your power back over your reality. It's going to be, I'm not saying it's just going to be easy and everything's going to happen with a snap of the finger. Sometimes it does happen instantly. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes, but because you are learning and growing and embodying, like I said, you don't get what you want. You get what you embody. So if you're not embodying something and you just want something, that means you saying you don't have it. So you have to embody the frequency of what it is. Embody the frequency of your true self. Because what you want already wants you. I love when Bashar says that. He says, what you want is already trying to get to you, pretty much. It's just you have blockers on that are stopping it or repelling it from getting to you. So you have to release. And that's another thing. A lot of women, a lot of us have been so much in survival mode so long, we don't even know how to be our true, natural, divine, feminine self and receive. Because if you know anything about feminine energy, it's not bolstering, it's not loud, it receives. It's beautiful. It's divine. Let me see if the door is locked. The door is locked. Is the door locked? No. Hush, anybody. Hush. Hush, hush, hush. Hush, hush, hush. So, what is it you're creating? Get into your imagination. Your imagination is so important. Because they taught us our imagination. We didn't need it, but that was a lie. Because you can't create if you don't see what you're creating first. Everything that ever existed starts where? Up here. This phone that I'm talking on you through started right here in the mind. The seat that I'm sitting on, somebody had to think of the concept and the idea and how to put everything. Everything starts in the spiritual realm. As a thought, starts as the energy. So therefore, what are you creating from that? Do you even know what it is? Are you even connected to your energy? Are you even connected to your energy? Or are you just letting this world tell you how to move and you're moving with it? The mind is a powerful. Yes, the mind is so powerful. Let me tell you, the mind is so powerful. Just think about it. It's so funny though. I remember when I was younger and I used to have panic attacks. And looking back at it, of course it wasn't funny then, but I used to, you having a panic attack, you get over, hyperventilating and all this stuff or whatever. And it's because your mind is legitimately telling you, I can't breathe, then you started getting all, but then when you started calming down yourself, or when they tell you to breathe in the bag and you started calming down, you're not hyperventilating no more. The anxiety attack is dwindling. It's legitimately the mind have took you on a whole roller coaster of whatever is going on. Sometimes you don't even know what's going on. Sometimes it can be because I remember I was a teenager then and I can't even tell you what was going on in my mind then. I was just in so much trauma in life then. So I don't even know if it was just mentally there. It was just that my body just reacted to it. And it was just like, but I had to bring myself back. I remember LeBron saying, if you tell yourself you're tired, you'll be tired even if, yes, you will. I'm telling you. And the opposite is that too. To anything, think about anything that you put your mind to it, that you truly put your mind and your soul and energy to it. Then you accomplish it. I am not saying nothing that you halfway stepped and did. And I'm talking about the stuff that you really put your mind and energy to. You accomplish it. You accomplish it because you had that energy, that momentum. You were dialed in. You was tuned in. You was tuned on to it. And it happened. Every time I put all my energy in something, it works, baby. Now, when I'm half pedaling or not, I'm going to tell you, it could be 50-50 toss. It could be somewhere in between. Yeah. So we have to get accountability. Accountability is a big thing on this journey. I was talking to my boyfriend about that earlier. I'm looking like, look, accountability, one of the biggest things when I first got on my spiritual journey, that spirit told me is that, you're going to have to look at your own shit. You're going to have to hold yourself accountable. And I was like, I got to look at my own stuff. Spirit was like, yeah, that was the biggest thing. And it was a gradual process, but I don't have a problem. Like, I'm not perfect. I tell people, don't put me on a pedestal. I'm not perfect. I don't have a problem looking at my own stuff because I know I'm going to make mistakes just like anybody else make mistakes. I'm going to have triggers just like anybody else have triggers and I know one thing about those triggers, they are teaching me where I still need to be able to look at and need to be able to transform. Triggers are never bad unless you allow them to be bad. Triggers are just showing you the unhealed part of yourself that you haven't looked at. Because one thing you will know, once you start doing your internal work and start healing yourself, something that used to trigger you when somebody else said it to you, it rolls off of you like you pretty much waterproof. It just rolls. It don't even, and then you look at the person like, that's a projection coming from you. That has nothing to do with me. Because you have alchemized and healed that energy. But if you haven't, or somebody says something, baby, you quick to jump and buck and, all the different things, So accountability is key. Accountability does not mean that you judge yourself. Let me say this, because a lot of people feel like if they let them look at their own stuff, they are judging themselves. No, thou should not judge. Even the Bible says thou should not judge. Thou should not judge. You don't judge anybody else, and you do not judge yourself. So with that being said, if you're not judging, then therefore you're looking at it and you're holding yourself accountable and saying, you know what, I did this and let me do better. You can look at yourself without judging yourself. You know that, right? Like, I think that's the hardest part, because a lot of people feel like when I look at myself and look at this stuff, you're going to feel the emotions. If you did some messed up stuff, you got to feel the emotions of the messed up stuff you did. You can't bypass that. We don't spiritual bypass. I said it all the time. We do not spiritual bypass. You got to feel your emotions of whatever you said or did. If you was the villain or if you weren't the villain, you got to feel it. Feel it. Let it go through your body. Release it. And then do better. Do better. Action speaks louder than words. All these sayings that we hear have meaning. Action speaks louder than words. Because nobody's going to believe you. You started saying you're sorry for something and you started doing the same thing. You're not truly sorry. So it's like, no, I don't believe you. But if you say I'm sorry and then you're working on it and get less and less and you're getting better and all this stuff, people see that you're having action on whatever it is. So holding yourself accountable does not mean that you judge yourself. It means you are aware. It means awareness. And then you recalibrate and do better. You do better. You do what's in alignment with you. Because if you felt it and you didn't like the way it felt, you weren't supposed to be doing it. Your energy already, you connected with your energy. Your energy won't go. When you're doing some messed up stuff, your energy ain't finna go with you. That's going to be your ego doing the stuff and doing whatever the hell they want to do. Trust me. Energy is not going with you. But what are you creating? What are we creating together as founders of this new earth? Because the old system is crumbling and we have to be able to create a new reality for us to coexist together. For us to coexist with animals, with nature, with one another. Stop the violence. Stop all this. Stop arguing. Stop. Just come on. Like, humans, to me, it's so crazy to me sometimes how we're so smart but so dumb at the same time. We're legitimately the only species that sit up here and argue about something as simple as your freaking skin color. Do you know how dumb it makes us look when you look at it? Like, wow. But we're so smart now. We're so smart. Or we're arguing about this and that, or land, or this and that. Like, we are the only animals that are not really enjoying this beautiful creation that we call Earth, to be able to create and live together and experience life and the beauty of community. And we're so connected online, but so disconnected in real life, So we're coming back full circle. We have to go down rabbit holes and come back full circle. That's a part of it. This journey is spirals. You're going to go all different ways on this journey. But pattern recognition, like I said, you see the patterns of it, you're able to understand and understand how this reality works. So, like I said, for the new direction that we're taking, founders of the new earth, I want you guys, us together, founders, to start bringing our visions to life in real live time. A lot of time that's scary. I get it. Trust me. In live time. Make a video. Tag me in the video. Share it with me. Whatever else. Let me know what you're creating. And what we're creating together for the next generations. What we're creating for the future. What we're creating for this paradigm. And then if you share it with me or send it over, whatever, if you want me to, I'll repost it on the tube, whatever, on the Founders of the New Earth channel. So we can start building a community about what we're creating. And we can get this wave going of what we're creating. Because it's so many of us that are doing this work, but we're just in little pockets. We need to start coming together. The little pockets, we need to start bringing these big pockets together. So what is it that your higher self, your inner God, your inner light, your energy is calling you to create? What is it that you're being called to create right now? And if you want to see the creation that I am creating, me and my boyfriend and I are creating for the next generation of conscious creators of children, go look at my page. You will see Magic Mind Adventures. And it is my baby. Like I said, I feel like I'm birthing a new baby right now. Because when we can do this for the young generation, we can have a generation that didn't have to go through all the stuff we've been through. And that's the best that any generation can ask for. I mean, every generation wants the best for the next generation, isn't that right? We always want the best, you know? So, yes, what is it that you're being called to create? And you can go to the Income.io, go over there to the tube and go follow the page. So much great content coming out. Like I said, we're in the process, we're in the progress of doing everything. If you know anything about, funding or anything, like I'm still doing research and all this. Like I said, this is a new avenue for me. Like I'm just letting my inner child and my creativity flow, and let your creativity flow and see where it ends up and where you're being guided. Because one thing I do know, anytime you're being given a vision from the Most High and you work on it, it's going to work out. Even when things look hard, it's going to work out. So allow that vision to be birthed in live time and let it work out. And let your inner guide, let God be able to help you and show you the different steps and milestones you're meant to take so you can get to your next level. And so you can create a better life for you, your family, and for all of us, because we're doing this together. So I'm about to get ready to get off. Like I said, I will not be going live at 8:30 tonight, but I did go live today, Thursday. So don't forget, you come in here every Thursday. I'm trying to see, should I keep the time 8:30? Because we had a good turnout around this time. There's a lot of people jumping on around this time. So I might end up changing the time schedule too. I don't know. Let me see. I'll see what next week look like. I'm going to still keep it for 8:30 EST. If you miss any of the lives, go on the tube and check them out. Founders of the New Earth. You'll see all that in Income.io. But yeah, I don't know. I like this time. It was very active. Love you. Don't forget to tag me if you're talking about what you're creating for the next generation, for generations to come, what it is that you're birthing, because we need to be doing this together and letting out. We don't know who's watching, who is meant to help, how the next level or next thing is meant to transform. But you have to trust the process. So love you, and I will be back next Thursday.